today's video, a very sensitive topic. Do Taiwanese people trust each other? And does that trust extend to foreigners? And if you think this is just going to be a flattering piece where I talk about how Taiwan is a perfect country full of trustworthy people that trust each other implicitly 100%, then you are wrong, because the first point I'm going to actually raise is how my bicycle was stolen. Can only assume it was a Taiwanese person. Who knows? Don't want to cast aspersions. But yes, I parked my bicycle outside my apartment block for about a year and it was fine and safe, and then one day I came down and it was completely gone. And it's worth pointing out that it was a relatively nice looking bike, nothing crazy expensive, and I just took a look at these bicycles all along here that are used by the residents of the local neighborhood, and I would say about 30 to 40% of them actually have locks, and the other 50-60%, whatever it is, they don't have locks. So I definitely believe it's worth getting into how trustworthy and how trusting are Taiwanese people in this video. So I'm going to take you to a few different locations and find out once and for all, can Taiwanese people be trusted, and how much do Taiwanese people trust each other? Okay, so before we get into the meat and bones of this video, I do want to put it on record that I have no real prejudice against anybody in this country. In fact, I do err on the side that Taiwanese people are a little bit more trustworthy, a little bit more trusting than people back from where I come from. We'll probably discuss the details of that a little bit later, but I want to start here at this Mu Tai Mian Bao Zhuan Mai Dian, which is a self-service bakery with no staff, open door policy. You can go in, pick up your products, and you just have to leave the correct amounts in the box. So we're going to get inside, see what's going on inside this bakery. Okay, so let me quickly introduce this bakery. I don't often come to bakeries, but behind me you can see the range of products. There's all sorts of different bread rolls and even some macaroons. And on the other side over here, we've got the store rules, which I'm going to do my best to read. So the purchase process says, first of all, choose your products, choose your purchase, and then self-calculate and put your money into the box. And just look in here. If I wanted to, I could actually probably take out some money instead of actually adding my own money. And also the second point gives you a little bit of information on how to look after the bread, how to keep it as fresh as possible, and they even put the owner's or the contact's phone number. If you have any problems, you can get in touch with them. So definitely showing a huge level of trust in the local population here, that no one comes in and steals bread or even steals the money from the safe. So I want to say this would never happen in the UK. I have never seen anything like this before in my country. This would definitely get taken advantage of. Even self-service supermarket checkouts are taken advantage of by British people.
Customers are cheating at self-checkout machines.
When it comes to supermarket self-checkouts, some shoppers don't just swipe it themselves, they're helping themselves. Non-scanning accounts for almost 10% of losses.
So I'm really surprised to see this here in Taiwan. Let me know in the comment section down below if there's a store like this nearby you. I'm going to go to a couple of different places demonstrating the trustworthiness of Taiwanese people today, but I'm pretty sure not many Taiwanese people will have seen this kind of shop before, so let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, Choice made a nice cup of macaroons, and they are $60. 50, 60, 60 in there. Okay, macaroons purchased, no staff involved, super trusting, super happy to be here. Let's get on to the next location. So before we get on to that next location, please just give me 60 seconds to quickly introduce the awesome partner on my channel, Emma Mattresses, which, as we are talking about trust in today's video, is the perfect segue as I urge you to trust me that their products are absolutely life-changing for me, and Emma are so confident in their products that you can trust that they will be perfect for you, and if they are not perfect for you, then you can take advantage of their 100-day money-back guarantee, where if you're not satisfied, they'll collect your mattress and refund you 100% of any monies paid. And the great news is that with Emma's summer sale, you can take advantage of their 45% off promotion, and as a Life in Taiwan viewer, you can use my code lifeintaiwan10 for an extra 10% off the cost of anything you buy. So as the temperature in Taiwan goes up, Emma's prices are coming down. I have been using Emma's hybrid mattress for several months now, and thanks to the German engineered multi-layered structure, it offers the perfect mix of breathability and support, meaning that I'm sleeping much better, actually waking up earlier, more rested, and able to get more work done in the day. Check out the link in the description down below, and don't forget to use my code lifeintaiwan10. But as for now, back to the video and back to the location where it's time to eat my macaroons and introduce the next point I'm going to talk about. I've come here to this beautiful little book library here in the park. A solid 8 out of 10 for the macaroons, and a 10 out of 10 for this place known as Tongju Shiguang Together Park here in South District of Taichung. And what we've got here is another example of the trust Taiwanese people put in each other, and how Taiwanese people want to make the country as beautiful and interesting as possible. This is like a public library or a book exchange where all of the books are kept in these little waterproof boxes to be kept safe away from the rain, and you can come, bring a book, take a book, and just like the bakery I just visited, it's based on an honesty-based system. No one's going to come here and steal books or destroy the books, whereas I feel back in the West, in England especially, you'd probably find teenagers would give this place 5 minutes before absolutely destroying it or stealing all of the books or throwing the books around. It's really a massive difference in cultures and upbringing that probably Taiwanese people would be shocked by if you saw the way that we cannot trust our teenagers and people hanging around on the streets in England, whereas here in Taiwan there just doesn't seem to be that kind of problem. There's much more of a respect, I guess, more than trust, but it's certainly culture-based and based on upbringing. But here in Taiwan, you just tend not to see that out in public as much. Maybe you've got different stories from when you were a teenager as a Taiwanese person. Maybe you can share some stories that disagree with what I'm saying. But this place, again, is just a perfect example of how Taiwanese people trust each other to have nice things and look after them and do good things for the community. I'm not too sure how well used these little book libraries are. Apparently, when the project first started in 2018, the government's opened 10 book libraries in parks all over the city, but apparently now there's only 2 of those. So whether or not that was due to COVID or due to a lack of use, there's only a couple of these places left. But what I want to say is it's not so much just about the books and the usability of the library itself. It just shows a certain level of high society, that you can trust the people within your society to have something nice, have something pretty, beneficial to the community, and not destroy it or take advantage of it. I really think that's the big difference that I'm trying to get across between my country of the UK and here in my new country of Taiwan. But in this video, it's not all going to be good. There are some things I want to get onto that maybe have a little bit of a bad reputation regarding trust in Taiwan. So I'm going to finish my macaroons. Maybe not finish them, definitely going to have another one. And then I'm going to talk about something that's not so positive regarding trust here in Taiwan. Just to show some balance on this video, I want to point out one of the biggest bugbears of my life in Taiwan, and that's why I've surrounded myself with these parked up scooters, because I think Taiwanese people on the whole are completely honest. They wouldn't dream of stealing anything or tricking someone or doing unscrupulous things unless they seem to find themselves on a scooter without a helmet and they need to borrow a helmet from a neighboring scooter that hasn't secured it. I've had at least 4 or 5 times where I've come down to my scooter, gone out to my scooter after work, and I found my helmet completely gone, disappeared, and then I'll tell my co-workers, my Taiwanese friends about this, and they'll say, oh, maybe somebody borrowed it, or maybe it rolled away, which wouldn't be the first time one of my helmets has rolled away. Oh, no. But I just think that Taiwanese people have a very loose definition of borrowing when it comes to scooters. And that's why I really want to point out in this video that I'm not just pai ma pi, I'm not just here to say compliments and positive things about Taiwanese people. But yeah, that's my opinion on scooter helmets here in Taiwan. Okay, and from that negative, we're coming back to the positives, which brings us here to Maple Honesty Store, which in Chinese is 诚实商店, which is a store with no staff. And this place has a beautiful story, works 100% on an honesty-based system. Let's go inside, check out their story, and see what we can buy. Okay, Okay, so after reading their story briefly, it's got a really meaningful reasoning behind this shop, and it's nothing to do with not wanting to pay staff. This is a place where they really want to encourage honesty, getting people to question their own sense of morality. And apparently what they want is when you put the money into the box just here behind me, the sound the money makes is the feedback or the positive feedback of your doing a good thing. A really nice way to say it. And they encourage children, families and elders to come here and just experience something that encourages people to be honest and get a positive feedback from the honesty. There's a lot of different things about. I'm going to have a look around, see what we can buy, and then we'll sit down and have a chat. Oh, 马英冰淇淋一定要买25块 and to drink a nice lemon juice. 这个是 ugly lemonade, $80, $25. So if I just put in 80, do you think that's enough?
Of course not.
Oh!
So ugly! Wow, your face!
Now I know why they call it ugly lemon. Oh my god, how swanny!
Basically, you should be putting water.
Okay, so I just drank it without reading, and it says 要稀释. You have to dilute it. Okay, so the lemonade is incredibly sour, but really refreshing. And now this is the thing I'm most excited about, a muai bing bang. I'm only recently started eating muai, but so far so good. And this is going to be the perfect remedy for a nice, hot, sweaty day. Oh my good god. So different to the soup. It's completely different when it's iced. Okay, and just to run you through some other things that they've got for sale here. They've got soaps, detergents, washing powder, traditional shopping bags. There's coffee and tea that you can make by yourself. And just over my shoulder, there's some really traditional Taiwanese candy that the kids would absolutely love. And as I said, you pay the money yourself, and you're actually supposed to leave a receipt in the book. There's two books. One book is for writing what you bought and how much money you left. And then the one next to it is for writing like a personal message of support or thanks. So you can see mine on the screen right now. Not sure if you can understand my English writing, but yeah, I left my message. Gonna enjoy my ice cream, and then we're gonna get on to the final location. So to wrap this video up and show the perfect balance between trustworthiness and untrustworthiness here in Taiwan, I've come to a very cultural location. This is my local YYG, my local claw machine shop, where there's two things I want to highlight. First of all, a lot of these claw machine shops are run by unscrupulous people, or there's some kind of shady goings on with some money laundering, some money washing, maybe, allegedly, so I've heard, trying to not get myself sued. Not to mention the fact that you also maybe cannot trust the machines not to be rigged. I'm sure many of you have had that frustrating thing where it picks it up, grabs it, and then lets it go just before it gets to the box. But also those people that run these YYG shops, or the people that run the individual machines, they, of course, they store all of the gifts inside the machine, but on top of all of the machines are boxes and boxes of whether it's snacks, toys, or household goods, or whatever they choose to put in their YYG machine. They just store the extras right on top of the machine. So if I was feeling particularly unscrupulous, I would just take one of the boxes to myself and not have to worry about putting any money in the machine. Of course, there are cameras and CCTV all over the place, but I'm sure that wouldn't stop a lot of people if they really wanted to do something nefarious, shall we say. But anyway, talking of money, and to bring this video to a close, I'm going to take a $100 bill and I'm going to get myself 10 $10 coins, and hopefully you'll see me win something right here on the channel. Do you want to be in the video?
No.
I just broke it! I've covered the hole! Okay, that was interesting. I've never seen that before. My final $10, my final hope to win something here in this YYG shop. Okay, so a little bit of a failure with my $100, but I'm not going to get into the trap of putting more and more money in. That's the truth. $100 didn't win anything. But I hope that this video has really showed a little bit of balance between the question I asked at the start regarding trust here in Taiwan. And I really want to emphasize the fact that I think there is no difference whether you're Taiwanese or you're a Westerner here in Taiwan. Everybody seems to show each other the same level of respect on the whole, 大部分都是很 honest. But I think that's time for me to say goodbye. Thanks to Emma for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to go check out the link in the description down below to get your hands on some amazing Emma products. Change your life as I have done recently. But I think that's it. It's time to say goodbye. So as always, I'll see you next time in My Life in Taiwan. Peace. Bye bye.